Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to my channel. And guess what? The oldest person alive is 117 years old. She is a nun from Brazil. Her name is Sister Ina Canabaro, and she loves soccer. At the moment, she's wheelbound, but she enjoys soccer. Isn't that amazing? Oh my goodness, that is really amazing. The last person that was the oldest person was from Japan. He's unalive now, but he was 116 years old. And the other person before him was 112. I never thought in my entire life that anyone could live past 100. I never thought that at all. That is the greatest. I am dead serious. To live that long? Do you know what that's like? Do you? I don't know. But if my Heavenly Father gave me the chance to live to see 117 years, oh my goodness, I don't know what I would say. Well, I would say thank you, Father, for letting me live this long. But that is more than unique. To live past 100, to even live up to see 100. And this lady looks great. I was just reading her story. She looks great. Oh my goodness. I can imagine how many stories she has and is telling her niece and her other family, because her niece is always like around her. That is such a blessing. That's one of the greatest blessings I could think about. Living to see 117 and she's still kicking. And she still has her senses. She loves soccer. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Do any of you wish or hope to live to be that old? I don't wish or hope, but if it happens, it happens. But like I said, I couldn't imagine seeing myself live to see 117. Wow. Wow. Wow, that's all I can say. I'm appalled. Wow. I had to make this video because this is such an amazing story. I had to put this on video for the whole wide world to hear. I am dead serious. And may God bless Miss, I wrote her name down on paper, Miss Canabara. May God bless you, ma'am. If your niece sees my video, I just want to say thank you and your family for all the care that you has been given your aunt, whatever kind of relative she is to you. I just want to say thank you so much, because the younger generation, they don't treat elderly people nice. They don't. They don't. And from what I've read, you and your other family members have been really great to this lady. And I am so proud of all of you. And she's still alive, so cherish each and every moment, for real. What a wonderful story. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to be able to get over this today. I'm going to be smiling all day. All day. And as you can see, I am in my robe. I'm getting ready to get myself together because I have to hit the streets. I have an appointment. I mentioned it yesterday, but and yeah, the person that's doing the hiring for that event in Disney, you know, the marathon. Well, actually, it's going to be on Saturday and Sunday this weekend. And I got a call last night because I was kind of wondering what the heck was going on, because I needed to hear from these people before the time, you know what I'm saying? To let me know whether it was going to be or not. I made a call during the week, and the lady that told me about it, you know, she said she would get back to me. So she got back to me last night, and she sent me the information. Yes, and we have to be there very early in the morning, but we get off early in the afternoon. No, early in the morning. So it really doesn't matter. It's 8 hours, 2 days, and it's $25 an hour. Great, great. That is great money for 2 days. You know what I'm saying? I love those kind of gigs. I love those short gigs. And what we have to do, we have to stand, but I don't have a problem with standing. And for $25 an hour for 2 days, who worries about standing anyway? We will be setting up. We have to be there, 3 a.m. and we get off at 11:30 a.m. That's on Saturday. And on Sunday, it's from 3:15 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So that's not bad. That is not bad at all. And I don't mind getting up early to do a gig like that. You know what I'm saying? I do not mind. I love that. I love these little gigs that I be getting sometimes. I am very grateful because I'm a person, I love to work. I love to work. I'm not a lazy person. I love to work. You know, you're making money, and it's not a little bit of money. You're making a good amount of money. So I don't know who would turn down something like that. I sure wouldn't. I even told my granddaughter about it. I told my friend Jerry about it. Well, Lil Vanessa is the one that told me about it. So the 4 of us is going to be going. And the lady said they needed more people. But I don't know anyone else to tell. Well, I know a couple of people, but I don't know if they're straight to work, if you know what I mean, you know? So I'm not even going to ask. And it's a great gig. I love to work. Oh my God. And it's outdoors. We're going to be outdoors, whether it's rain or it's cold, we're going to be outdoors. So, you know, we have to dress warm. I'm going to take my little knapsack with me. It's not heavy or nothing like that, you know, because you're not supposed to bring a whole lot of stuff with you. But I'm going to have my little knapsack. And of course, I'm going to make me some sandwiches in the morning before I leave. And I'll take along a couple of apples, you know. I'll slice them up and put them in a little Ziploc bag. I don't have to worry, we don't have to worry about nothing to drink because, you know, they're going to have water and Gatorade. But I will be drinking the water. As I said, I did this gig before last year and it was great. I loved it. I enjoyed it. So many people from around the world come to this marathon, Disney marathon. So many people, different nationalities. And they even have disabled veterans, regular disabled people. You know, they be what you call them, special, oh my God, I don't remember. But anyway, any and everybody runs in this marathon. Some people be on their scooters, some people on their bikes, some people walking, some people pushing strollers, you know, and stuff like that. It is so enjoyable, I'm telling you, and I am going to enjoy the day. This is going to be my granddaughter's first time going, Skylar. So I'm quite sure she's going to enjoy it too. And this is going to be Jerry's first time going. But we're going to have, you know, they give us some seats. Each station has like 3 chairs so people could take turns to, you know, rest their feet. So, you know, like, you know, Jerry is disabled, you know, slightly disabled with his leg. So, you know, we're going to let him sit most of the time because we don't want him to be in no pain or his leg give out on him, you know. But yeah. And then there's another one on the 25th of January. She already asked me if I wanted to do it. So I don't know what that one is about, but believe you me, I already told her yes. I'm willing, ready, and able to do it. I'll do any kind of work. This girl right here, I would get down on my knees and scrub the floors. I used to do that growing up. Sometimes I even do it right here in my apartment, you know. I don't go into all of the heavy duty scrubbing because my floors are not really dirty like that. They not dirty, period, you know. So I will mop, but sometimes I will get down on my knees. Well, I try not to get down on the bad knee, you know, the right knee, because I don't want to hurt that and create no havoc. So I be careful with my knee, my right knee. But this girl right here, and believe it or not, they say, oh, you should wear gloves. It protects your hands. Back in the days, people didn't wear gloves to protect their hands. I have gloves, but I don't even use gloves. I use gloves if I'm using like bleach or something, some kind of chemical. But other than that, I take my hands and I gets to working. You hear me? That's what I do. And I enjoy it. If I have to reach somewhere, I'll get a stool or something that I can stand on and make sure it's sturdy so I don't slip and fall. I try very hard not to hurt myself. So I suggest any of you, it doesn't matter if you're young, because young people think that they can't fall or they can't hurt themselves, but you can. So young and old in between, make sure you have a stool or whatever if you climb in places or whatever. And they even sell, I showed it before in the video, they sell these stuff where you can reach to pick stuff, pull stuff down or whatever, you know, and they're not expensive. They're very cheap. So I suggest elderly folks, I suggest everyone should get one or two and keep in their house. But you know, young folks, they don't think that nothing can happen to them. So they don't really care for stuff like that. But I'm talking to the older folks right now, because younger folks are hard-headed. So older folks, make sure you get one of those. You know, I don't remember what it's called. As a matter of fact, I'll show you. You can reach up, and it has the thing where you can squeeze it and grab whatever you have to get. I will show you. Yeah. And I just called Mr. Jerry because, you know, he wanted me to remind him of the time that he's going to pick me up. So I told him, it crossed my mind, you know, because Jerry, he forgets sometimes. He's not losing it, but he forgets sometimes. Yeah, so, you know, I called him. Well, it crossed my mind. I was like, let me call him now before he forget. And it's a good thing that I did, because he started laughing. He said, oh my God, Jennifer, I was thinking that I had to pick you up at 5 o'clock. You see what I'm saying? The man's mind is so far, I don't know. But I told him it's okay. No, 1 o'clock. No, 1 o'clock I have to be there. So you could pick me up at 12. I like to go places early because I don't like to be late. I know some of you are probably saying, damn, it's 1 o'clock. And this place is not really, really far, but you know, we're driving. I don't know how the traffic is. It's cloudy out. It looks like rain. So, you know, I don't need nothing slowing me down. Just go take care of what I have to take care of and then head back home. Tomorrow is pantry day. So I will be up and ready to go there to serve the community. Even yesterday, people was asking me, when is it going to be open? I said, tomorrow, the 8th. So a lot of them had smiles on their faces, which is a good thing. So this is the thing that I wanted to show you. See this right here? This right here. And it has the thing here at the bottom where you squeeze. And when you squeeze it, you can pull down whatever you're reaching up. If you're reaching up for something, you can grab it and take it down. You see what I'm saying? I have two. One I was going to give to my brother, but he said he already have a stool. So I'm going to give it to someone. I think I'm going to give it to Nixa, but I haven't seen Nixa since a couple of days before Christmas. But someone told me that Nixa lost her purse, her wallet, her bag, and she lost everything. So, you know, oh, I feel just so sorry for Nixa. You know, Nixa's in her 80s. She don't look it. She looks great and everything. But she lost her bag and her wallet. Her personal stuff was in there. I haven't seen her. I tried calling, but she doesn't answer. I left message and stuff. So I'm just praying that she go and, you know, call up wherever places she have to and try to get back copies of her identifications, whatever she had in there. You know what I'm saying? Because when you lose your personal information, oh my God, that's the worst thing. You can't go anywhere because, you know, nobody is gonna wanna believe that you are this person. You don't have nothing to prove. So Maybe when I come back, I'll ring her bell. I know where her apartment is. Maybe when I come back, I'll ring her bell because I haven't seen her at all. At all. And that's not like her because you always see her in the building walking around, talking to someone or helping someone, you know, for real. She's such a nice lady. And oh, and the lady Betty, she was living on the first floor. That's the one that made the, I forgot the name, the Spanish thing, you know, it's some kind of Spanish food, you know, and it tastes real good. I can't say it in Spanish, I forgot anyway. Well, the reason why she had to move, I was told yesterday while I was waiting for my ride to go to the VA, that the management put her out. I said, why? They said because she kept complaining about some kind of leakage in her apartment. That this wasn't the first time. I don't know how, when, or what, or why, or who was involved, but that's what I was told, that she had to leave the premises. So her daughter ended up coming to get her, took her to Texas. That's where she's at. Someone said she was in a nursing home, but the gentleman said she wants to come back to Florida. She loves it over here. She doesn't want to stay in Texas. So I don't know if she'll be coming back or not, but I wish her well. She's not going to be able to get back into this building if she comes here, because once they put you out, you can't come back here, you know. So she loves it here in Florida, in Orlando. You know, she's an older lady. You know, I think she's in her late 80s. If she's not in her 90s, she looked like that. I don't know. But she looks good too. But she has been living in Orlando for quite some time, and she loves it here. So she wants to come back. I hope it happens for her. And there's another, oh, the gentleman that was talking to me, you know, he was living in my building. But when they first started putting the rent up, you know, he had pack up his stuff and move back to Puerto Rico. This was like a year ago. And when I saw him, I was like, well, why are you moving? You don't like it here? He said, yeah, mommy, I like it here, but you know, the rent, they keep raising the rent. I said, yeah, I know. I said, well, don't you know of any programs that you could join? He's not military, so that wouldn't help him. So he was like, no, you know, I work at Walmart. And he just quit Walmart because he was going to Puerto Rico to live. You know, he had family back there, believe it or not. And he had shipped his car, believe it or not. I saw him months later, and he was sitting down in the lobby in my building. I said, well, what happened now? I thought you moved to Puerto Rico. He's like, mommy, you know, he rubbing his head. He looked like he had a world of problems. He said, mommy, there's no work in Puerto Rico. It's so hard over there. There's no work. Walmart not hiring in Puerto Rico. I said, oh my God, you done pack up and move back over there, ship your car and everything, and now you have to come back. He said, yeah, I'm trying to get an apartment in a new building. So, you know, Noreen was here still, so Noreen got him an apartment in a new building. But he had to wait because, you know, he was trying to get money to get his car shipped back over here. So he's doing good now. He's working back at Walmart, the one that's closer to our house. He said he told me yesterday he worked there for 16 years. And he even showed me pictures. He showed me picture from when he was a little boy. He showed me his sisters and them. One of his sister is 77 years old. You should see the picture of this lady. Oh my God. She looks like she's like in her 40s. She looks freaking young. She looks great. And he's like behind her because he's much younger than her. He's like close to 70. If he isn't 70. He told me his age, but I completely forgot. But he looks good for his age too. And then he showed me a picture of him in his room, showing his muscles. I was like, wow, you look great. Yep, he looks great. And I said, so you like it in a new building? So he said, yes, he liked it, but he missed this building right here, I say, yeah, a lot of people moved out, because who didn't get kicked out, moved out, they said the rent is going up and they can't afford it and stuff like that. But they like it here anyway. But, then the new people coming in and they're coming in with all these different rules and stuff. So, they're getting annoyed. So, a lot of people left. Who didn't die, left, moved out. So he was like, most of his friends are gone. So, he kind of feel a little lonely or whatever, but he still have a few here. So he was like, he showed me his jacket. He had on this leather jacket, the pleather jacket. And he said, this was $100 and I got it for $50 in Kissimmee. I bought it from Burlington. That's what he said. So, he was so proud of it. You know what I'm saying? So, it looks good, just that I'm not a pleather person. I love genuine leather, but, it was okay. And, we sat there, talked. He was looking at pictures, showing me pictures and stuff like that. And as a matter of fact, he had just drove up because it's another veteran. He's Spanish too. He lived in the building, in my building. He's disabled, He uses one of those walkers and stuff. He have a hard time getting up. So, he had just brought him back. I don't know where he had took him to or whatever, but he had just brought him back. So, they were both sitting outside. And then that's when I said to him, well, how was Betty, because he was close to Betty. Betty used to cook for a lot of them and, she used to sell food, but she used to give him free food. That's what I was told. So I said, how is Betty? And that's when he got into telling me the story about her and stuff like that. I was like, wow, I didn't know she got put out. I was told a different story. He was like, nah, she got put out. And I was like, oh, Lord. Then the other man shook his head. He smiled and he said, he's the one who mentioned, because this guy couldn't say it in English. He didn't know how to say the word in English. So the other gentleman, the veteran, he is the one who said, because of leakage in her apartment, some kind of leak. So I don't know, maybe it was from her washing machine. I don't know, because the lady next door to me, the one that moved, her problem was the same. Does Puerto Rican veteran? Yeah, I was told that she got put out because of that. Well, they say she drank a lot. She was like a liability. But I was told yesterday that most of her problem was from her messing with the machine and the leakage. So that seemed to be a big thing. But, I know they're elderly and stuff like that, but not everybody here is elderly, They have different age groups here. But some people, when they use the washing machine, I mentioned this in the video before. They put their clothes in, they start the machine, and then they realize that they didn't put something in. So while it's going, they decide to open up the machine, force it open, and that's where they have the problem with the leakage. You cannot do that because you will damage the machine. Plus, you're damaging the rug and all of that because the water is leaking out, and then these people have to come up here and do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, of course, they're going to get annoyed, especially if you keep doing it. So that's the reason why those two had to move. This is what he told me, because he seemed to know everything that's going on in both of these buildings. So I don't know. But such is life. Such is life. Yeah, and the sun is coming out. It don't even look like it's going to rain anymore. Well, they have a few dark clouds over on that side, but the sun is coming out, which is good. Because yesterday on my way back, yeah, I took the 13 bus back to the station. It was a nice long ride, and I always enjoy that ride. Scenery, scenery, scenery. Beautiful. So yeah, I came back and I went downtown to the station, and I got my new ID. Is the next expiration date is in 35. So I got it for 10 years. I thought I had to pay $3, but he said, no, you don't have to pay nothing. So I don't know why. It was this lady that I went with her because she didn't have any money. So I had given, she's unalive now, Cynthia, and she needed $3. So she needed $3. I said, well, what you need $3 for? Because she likes to beg. She had liked to beg. So I said, okay. She said, she needs to take the bus. So I was like, don't you have a bus pass? No, I said, I'll give you the $3, but why don't you go downtown to the station and get a bus ticket, a pass. So she said she have one, but it expired. So I was like, well, okay, I'll ride the bus with you. We can go down there and you'll get it. And then, you know, you'll be all right. So that day I wasn't doing nothing. No, she asked me to come go with her. So I was like, okay. So I went with her, and she had to pay $3. I didn't understand why she had to pay $3. But apparently hers was expired for a long time. That's why she had to pay the $3. So when I went, I'm thinking that I had to pay $3. So I said, how much is it? So the gentleman said, no, it's free. It's free. So something clicked in my head, and I was like, oh, well, her shit probably, her shit probably was expired for quite a while. But anyway, you know, she passed away. Maybe she is still begging up there in heaven, or wherever she's at. I don't know. But anyway, what can I say? If she didn't pass away, she would have gotten put out anyway, because she used to bring a lot of different people into her apartment. She came from the shelter. She said she had cancer. That's the story she used to tell everybody. Maybe she did. I don't know. I can't judge her. But she looked good as hell. She didn't look like she had a sick bone in her body. But that's not true either, because you can look well and be sick on the inside. So, you know, I had a little pity for her, you know. So, you know, I used to like bring her back fruits and stuff from the pantry and stuff like that. Then one day she said to me, can she volunteer? So I was like, yeah, they need people. They always looking for people. You just have to come on Wednesday, come and speak to the manager. Well, not the one we have now, the other one that they got rid of. Come and speak to her, and, you know, then you have to go to a meeting. It's on a Saturday, and then you in. She didn't do none of that. She just came that Wednesday when I went over there, and she told everybody, because they were telling me. It was like, Jennifer, who is this lady that you brought over here? You always meeting people and bringing them over here. Girl, you too much. I said, well, hell, she wanted to work. You know, she needs food too. So they started cracking up. So Lucy told me, she said, girl, she done tell everybody that she got cancer. So the lady that was running the pantry felt sorry for her. So they let her start right away. She didn't have to go to no meeting or nothing like that. Do you know that Cynthia only stayed there that day for them 4 hours, and Cynthia never came back? Never came back. When I ran into her, well, one day she asked me, she was like, Jennifer, if they have any collard greens and stuff like that, can you bring me some? So I was like, well, what happened to you? You was supposed to be volunteering. What happened to you? If you come, you'll get your own. So she was like, oh, it's too much work. It's too much work. I said, too much work? I said, girl, you are a lazy woman. You are a lazy woman. So she laughed. And I said, okay, well, I guess you won't be getting no collard green or cauliflower from me. If you want it, you're going to have to come over there and stand on the line and collect your own. She never came and I never brought it. I'm dead serious, because she's just a lazy woman. What can I say? So later on, you know, she started hanging back out with her peeps, because she's always out in the street, you know, and stuff like that. She dresses nice, but she's always in the street, always with different people. So she got kicked out the apartment. No, she didn't get kicked out. She died. But she would eventually gotten kicked out if she didn't die, because she used to bring people to her apartment, I was told. She used to have people sleeping up in there. She had a 1-bedroom. She used to have different people sleeping up in there and stuff. You know, she was all for the homeless people that stayed in the woods and stuff like that. She got upset if anybody said they're gonna call the police on them and stuff like that, you know. And she claimed she used to take food in there and all that kind of stuff for them. I don't know. But she would have eventually gotten kicked out of here, because she wasn't doing what she was supposed to be doing. And that's one thing. You're not supposed to be bringing nobody up in your apartment, and especially those kind of people that hangs out in the street doing nothing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Loitering and all that. That's what she's used to. She came out from the shelter. So a lot of people she knew that was coming to her house was from the shelter or whatever, because she got the apartment through the shelter. So that was the end of her. I was told from the Marine guy one day, you know, it was like around Memorial Day, and they were going to be doing a cookout. So he asked me, he's on a live now, but he asked me if I was coming. I was like, I don't know. If I'm around, I'll come. But I didn't go because I went elsewhere. You know, I went up to iDrive to enjoy my day. And, you know, the next day when I saw him, he was like, you heard what happened to Cynthia? And I was like, no, what? He said, I saw her, you know, we was getting ready to set up for the Memorial Day holiday thing. And I saw her. She looked horrible. She looked terrible, Jen. She looked so bad. I was like, what do you mean? He said, she looked like she was going to die. I had to call the ambulance for her. I called the sheriff and them, and they came and they got her. So she was in a hospital for quite a while. And the next thing, I kept asking Noreen, well, not like I'm bothering her, but I would ask her whenever I see her, well, how is Cynthia doing? Is she okay? But Noreen never got no results from it. Nobody would tell her anything. Then she told me she don't even know what hospital she's in. They took her one place, but then they removed her from there and they put her somewhere else, so she didn't know where she was. This is her social worker. So she tried to talk to the social worker, and the social worker didn't really give her much information because she's not family. And apparently she has family, but she wasn't in contact with her family. And she told me a whole crazy story about herself. So I'm not even going to go into it because half of it I don't even believe anyway. But put a long story short, she cut out from Virginia and she ran and moved down here. So she's been living down here ever since. Here, there, everywhere, and then she ended up going in a shelter. So, she left. She had 9 kids. Don't look like she had one, but she said she had 9 kids. She left them behind and she just ran, because her supposedly husband was abusive and he was trying to kill her. So she just took off. I heard this from another man in my building too. He claimed practically almost the same story. He cut out and ran from Virginia. I don't know. He didn't say why, but he don't go on the internet with nothing. He don't want nobody to know where he's living at or whatever. So I really don't know. People has a lot of freaking stories. But I'm quite sure y'all saw him in my video because he walked by a couple of times while I was videotaping. He was like, "Hi, Jen, how you doing?" Like that. But anyway, he stays out of trouble. That's the one that gets that gives blood every day because they get paid, and that's his spending money, he said. That one. So anyway, more power to him. He looks good, but me, I couldn't do that. Give up blood every day. I don't even want to give up blood, period. And because of the way it made me feel, I did it before when I was in the military, and I would never do that again. So doing it every day, I don't know, but he looks strong and everything. So what can I say? But yeah. So she passed away. And by the way, I had treated her to Disney because military and veterans, we get free tickets throughout the year. So I had treated her, so we had a great time. And she said that was the first time her being over there since she been living in Florida for all them years. She never been there. So I felt kind of good taking her there. Let her enjoy herself and stuff like that. So she had a good time. But other than that, she's gone. Maybe she's in a better place, hopefully. Yep. And this is the gentleman right here that's walking. I took a video with him, and he was dressed in his nice white suit, white jacket, black pants. It was a Sunday. And he has, his hair is jet white, not gray, jet white. So, he had it out in an afro. And I said in the video that he was looking really spliffy, something like that. Well, yeah, this is him right here. And I do believe he's like, if he's not in his 80s, he got to be somewhere around there. But you see how strong this man is? Every morning he gets up and he goes out there and he walks around this compound. He walks around here. I don't see him running, but I don't suggest to run. But he walks, he takes his little time and he walks up and down. Even when I used to have Hustle over here, I would be outside with Mr. Hustle, walking Mr. Hustle and stuff, and he would be walking around. He would come around in circles so many times. That's a strong man. So, older folks, stop being lazy. Get up and get out and walk around. Stretch your body, stretch your limbs, because You will live longer if you just sit in one spot or stay in one spot. The life is going to run out of you. It's going to run out of you. You have to get up and move around. You don't have to stay outside for the whole day, but just go outside and get some air, get some fresh air. Even if it's cold, dress warm and go outside and walk around your area. You know, a couple of times, walk around, do a little stretching and stuff like that. You know, stretch your legs. Even if you can't stretch your leg or bend your leg, just try to do a little movement. You have to do this. Otherwise, you're gonna die right away. You need to motivate yourself. You have to. It's very important. I know a lot of us is not ready to hit the bucket yet. I certainly am not. And if you could live longer, why not try to do the things to keep you moving on longer? Look at this lady, the nun, 117 years old, and she's still alive, just that she's in a wheelchair. But she's still doing little things, you know. It's not much you could do in a wheelchair, but she's still doing stuff. She's still enjoying her little life. So if somebody in a wheelchair can do things, those of you that is on foot, that can walk and stuff, come on, get up and get it pumping for real. I've been watching YouTube and I see they have so many disabled people on YouTube. Some don't have the uses of their hands, the uses of their feet. It's different kind of disabilities these people have. Young and old, male and female, kids, boys and girls. And oh my God, it's so amazing the things that these people do. It would take your breath away. It encourages me, seeing them encourages me to want to do more with myself. I am dead serious. No, I don't sit up there and watch and say, oh my God, and feeling sorry. No, I don't. Why should I feel sorry? These people are great inspirations. If they can lift themselves up and do little things for themselves, why not me or you? Why would you feel sorry for someone because they might not be able to function like you, that have 2 hands, 2 feet, 2 legs, 2 eyes, the mouth? You don't have no kind of disability or nothing like that, but you don't want to get up and live. Do something with yourself. You don't want to live. Because when you just sit in the house and don't do nothing, you don't want to live. You just want to stay there and you let your life just roll away. You sitting up there worrying about this bill, that bill, this, that. No, that ain't getting it. But these individuals that I watch on YouTube, oh my God, I am so proud of them. You know, they get up. They be doing all sorts of stuff. They making their little YouTube channel and stuff like that. A lot of them got a lot of viewers. You know what I'm saying? And my heart goes out to them because they push me. They give me pushes that I never even had. Because like I said, I used to be in a dark, deep hole. And I used to be so depressed. I suffer with anxiety and depression. But it's coming along, you know. I'm not as bad as I was. because I started thinking and doing positive things and being around positive people. But watching these individuals, it lifts me up so high. I feel like I am right on top of the freaking sky. That's how I feel. And that is a great feeling. If not one of the greatest, to me, it's the greatest. To wake up every morning and be alive, and I can stand here and make a video about something that happened yesterday, or something that I saw, or something that came into my mind, or something that I did, or showing something that somebody else did. That is one of the greatest things, you hear me? And seeing those individuals gives me that push each and every day. That push. And I try to push others too. Because I meet a lot of people that they're so down. They are so down in the dumps. Down, down, down. I put smiles on so many people's faces. A lot of people, well, my cousin told me this before, and then I was told, by several people later on, even recently, girl, we know you're serious. The things that you say, when you say it, we know you're not joking, you're serious. But we have to laugh because it's real, it's great, and it's good and it's true. But it's so funny the way how you just come out with it. And this is me. That's how I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest, truthful. But I don't know why it sounds like a joke or whatever to people, but that's who I am. I'm a very jovial person. Yeah, I get angry at times, but it don't stay long for that. It don't last long. And I try not to get angry. Cause that just makes your day just go down the hill. And I'm a happy-go-lucky person no matter what. Because I might be angry this second, and the next second, I'm back to normal. That's how I stay. I don't stay angry for long. You know what I'm saying? And I try not to even get that way. So maybe you shouldn't either. Think positive, do positive things, be around positive people, and keep it moving. Keep it moving. And smile. Smiling is good. Laughing is good. Oh my God. There are times that I know a lot of people say, this woman is nuts. Sometimes I'll be walking in the street, something come across my mind, I start cracking up. I could be right in my home. I see something on the tube. I laugh so hard. I am dead serious. I'm always laughing. I am always laughing. And laughing is good. It opens up your heart, your mind, your brain, your soul. It makes you feel good. And you ever laugh so hard that your stomach hurt? I do that all the time. And that is good. It's really great for you. It's really, really great for you. I'm making this video right now and I'm laughing. I'm freaking laughing. There's no one around me but me and my God Almighty. And I am laughing because that's just who I am. I can't change that, and I would never change it. If I had to live life all over again, I would still want to be me. Not with some of the bad things that happen in my life, but a lot of it I learned from it. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to live my life all over again, There's certain things I would just pick and throw away. But overall, I would be me. Me. I'm dead serious. I never I never used to say stuff like this before, because that's how bad I was. I was in this deep dark hole. I never liked myself. I never did. I would laugh. I always laughed from a child. I always used to laugh, but I never really liked myself. I guess I didn't like myself because, lots of people used to say bad, mean things to me. You have big lips. You have a big nose. You got a West Indian nose. You're ugly. You have man legs. You have chicken legs. All this kind of crap I heard from people growing up. And even now that I'm older, I heard it from people too. When I was in New York, I heard that a lot. But as the older I got, what I used to say to them if anybody say that to me? I used to tell them F off. You're the one that's ugly. You're the one that have a big nose. You're the one that have the wherever country they were from, I would tell them they have the nose from wherever country they are. You're the one that's ugly. You're the one with the chicken legs. I would throw back the stuff at them. The same way you want to downgrade me, I can downgrade you too. But see, when I was younger, I never used to say anything, It hurted, but I kept quiet. It's not that I was afraid. I was just ashamed. I was shocked for anyone saying that to me. And I also heard I wasn't going to make it. I wasn't going to amount to nothing. Yeah. But look at me now. And I'm quite sure a lot of you can agree with what I'm saying, because a lot of you, I heard a lot of people, especially a lot of people on TV, actors, actresses and stuff like that. They told their stories, and a lot of them, they didn't come from a household that had a mom and a dad. They were raised by a single parent. A lot of them didn't have no food and stuff like that. Some of them didn't get to go to school. Their friends people used to tease them and call them all sorts of freaking names. A lot of people used to tell them they're not gonna make it, they're not gonna be nothing. And if they say, oh, when I get older, I'm gonna be this, they would get knocked down. People would tell them, you're not gonna be that. You're not gonna be this. You're not gonna be that. Recently, I was listening to Steve Harvey. He was talking to Shannon. And the things that he was saying that people said about him, oh my God, people are really cruel. People are really cruel. And when you young, those words hurt. And you don't bite back. You know what I'm saying? You just stay quiet and stay to yourself. You don't even want to go to school. You don't want to be bothered. You don't want to be this. But when you get older, I don't know about all of you or some of you, but you see this JU-Ice ear? You can't tell me no shit like that anymore. Because I will spit in your goddamn face. You darn right. I will stomp you to the ground. I would. Let somebody come up to me telling me, oh, you got a big West Indian nose. Oh, your lips are big. Oh, you're ugly. Oh, you got chicken legs. Oh, you got man legs. Let somebody come up. Oh, you're not going to make it. You ain't going to be nothing. Let somebody step to me telling me some trash like that now. I will cut their heart right out of their body. I'm dead serious. That's how vicious I got over the years. I will not let anyone degrade me anymore. Not ever. And don't you either. They have a lot of people out there that like to bully people. You know why they do that? Because they're not happy with themselves. They hate themselves. Have you ever noticed a lot of bullies are fat? They're obese. They don't like themselves. They don't love themselves. They hate themselves. So they try to bully little people because you're short and you're skinny and you look timid. So they like to bully you. Don't you dare let no one bully you anymore. Stand up, put your foot down, and fight. You hear me? Fight, goddammit. Whether you beat the person or not, you just swing them arms and you just kick. And you just say whatever you got to say out of your mouth. I'm not saying to curse now, but they have curse words where you don't really have to curse. But make sure you tear their butts up. If they say you're skinny, you tell them you're fat. If the person is fat. If the person is skinny and you're fat and they tell you you're fat, you tell them they're skinny. Your ass is skinny or your ass is fat. Excuse me for cursing, but it's the truth. Don't let a goddamn soul tear you down. Make your day worse than what it is. Do not let anyone do that to you. Because they're unhappy. They don't like themselves. They don't like their life. And just because you are you, you might not have much, but you are you. You smile and you go about your day. They don't like that. So they try to drag you down, drag you all around the ground. That's what they try to do. Well, you show them that you are bigger than them. Even though you might be little, you show them you are bigger than them. Show them what a big mouth that you have. And those little hands of yours, show them that your hands are big. And your feet are big too. F them. F them. Don't you be afraid of no one. No one. I don't care where they come from. I don't care what color they are. I don't care what height they are, what size they are. I don't care how many houses they might have, how many cars, how much money. Don't you ever be afraid of anyone anymore. Because you are bigger and better than them. And if you're a young person, whatever you want to be in life, keep dreaming, keep striving, and you will become that. Don't change your mind because someone tells you, oh, you're not going to be nothing. You're not going to make it in life. Oh, you can't be this. Oh, you can't be that. Don't listen to those negative thoughts or those negative people. Because they asses is not going to be anything. They don't want to be anything. They don't dream. They don't have goals. They don't wish for nothing good. But you do. You are. And you will be. You just have to stay focused and continue your journey. Everyone out here has a journey. Don't let no one persuade you. Don't let no one corrupt you. Don't let no one break you down. You hear me? Don't let no one destroy you. So I'm going to end my video right now. I ran my mouth enough. I feel so high. I feel bigger than the world. You hear me? That's how great I feel. I feel bigger than this world, this whole universe, put it like that. I have good energy flowing through me, and I'm going to keep it up. So I advise you to do the same. Take a deep breath and let it out, and you will feel great. So have a beautiful Tuesday. Enjoy your day. This is JU-I saying, peace out for now. Love all of you. Love all of you.